Still staying on international fixtures, um, our our darling England, they've had their first two games under Thomas Tuchel. So anybody has anything to say after the first two games? What can be said about the Thomas Tuchel era? Is it looking good? The other pundits like Roy Keane and others talking about how slow England were, not moving the ball quick enough, not playing as well as they want to. Even Thomas Tuchel himself has mentioned it that they need to play faster and things like that. But they got the result. It was expected to get the results against the opposition. They played no disrespect to them. But anyone has anything to add to that? What do you think about that, Henry?
They
Try and keep it
clearly
brief
are
for
doing
us.
something right. I don't not Tuchel's biggest fan, but he's clearly a very good tactician. I saw extended highlights again for both games they played. They have a very balanced defense. You have to give them that. Now, for those that are calling pace to English football or the England team, I think you have to be very careful what you wish for because let's assume they are taking a different approach to tackling games. There's a good thing to think about and see in the sense the players not only are they playing confidently, they are actually making this end results to many things they do. So it's not like where they just stand and play slowly and now it's like a build up. Personally, as an Arsenal fan, you get used to it. You build up. Game is not always about fast, 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 fast. There's times where you have to um, grow the game, do things tactically, play your part, and then progress. I think Tuchel addition has been great. The players, like I said, they look confident. Not putting down what Southgate did because Southgate didn't do a bad job. It's just the expectation maybe were too high, and he
I
tried to me.
disagree.
I
I,
met
no,
expectation,
I disagree. I disagree.
right?
I'll,
But
I'll, 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 I'll give you my rebuttal to that. Let someone else
right,
tell us.
just to round it up, their attack is also really good. I think the team is balanced, and it's what you would expect from
Yeah,
Tuchel's team. So yeah, I don't know. Two clean sheets, two wins, two goals scored in the first game, three goals scored in the second game. Again, they've not played that quality of a opponent with respect to Albania,
yeah.
Latvia, and even Andorra. They're going to play soon. But yeah, I don't know. I think I still will give thumbs up to Tuchel and what he's doing. Maybe because my boy has also impressed. But we'll see. We'll
Big boy.
see. Miles Lewis Skelly, if you don't know. Miles Lewis Skelly.
Oh
Yeah.
God. It's Arsenal fans. I beg. Let's not even start with the people's problem. So they tell me something, I beg. Leave this man alone. We also want to bring Arsenal into everything. When we attack Arsenal, he's going to shout that we're attacking Arsenal. Well, we talking, we stay away from Arsenal. You bring Arsenal into it.
Well, technically, even Rhys James had a very good game in the second game. I watched the highlight. So, dude, the form of balance is looking very, very good. We have at least four of their players on an 8.0 and above rating. So, give him time. I don't think he's going to come with that mentality of just wanting to win because everybody expects something. I think he knows what he wants, and plus he has just 2 years, so he has to really know what he wants to then find a way to move
Yes.
towards.
Okay. Nnamdi, how are you feeling about Rhys James? Seeing him back, that free kick was beautiful. Jesus Christ. Free kick was giving me Dimitri Payet vibes.
Exactly. Pitch of a goal. Nothing out of the ordinary. Tuchel has a great relationship, has a great working relationship with James, and he was looking forward to working with him again, and he produced. Not on a rare occasion, just in a different, I guess, in a different part of the pitch. So yeah, he's looking good. That's what he's expected. The thing with Rhys James has never been quality; it's always been injury. So we just got to see that happen again. And maybe for one of the coaches he has played under the best, he has had the best form of his life. So no surprises there at all.
As Charles Barkley will say in NBA, say the best ability of a player's availability. If it's not available, you can't count for a lot. Same thing with Luke Shaw, Man U. I love the guy. I think he's Man U's best left back for how many years since ever left. But if he's not going to be playing, I have to let him go. Not available, you're not available. You can have the best idea, but if you can't execute it because you don't have the chance to execute it by no fault of the coach, it's pointless. Tunde, what do you think? What do you think Tuchel will do? How do you think his team is looking? Same thing. Give him time. Don't judge him yet.
Yeah, it's too early. The two games he won, they were expected, even with the players blindfolded. They should be able to win those two games, and then they shouldn't even be considered by default. So it's until they play the likes of Spain, England, Spain, Italy, Netherlands. I don't know if any of you guys saw those games. You would see what was happening in those games and what is
Yeah.
happening in this game.
Yes.
They're a bit different. So it's a different ball game entirely.
Yeah.
And I
When I'm
think the
really
only
talking
probably
about England, comes a new coach. That's the reason we're talking about
people are
England, not
known for them
quality of
is
the game
probably
itself.
Serbia. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Can you
you.
guys hear me? Oh, okay. So it's probably Serbia. Serbia might probably be the only one that would be giving them a bit of a tough time at the end of the day. But then let's just see how it goes. I'm not going to judge him based on the Henry said. Southgate would have probably won these games as well. It's not like Southgate
Yep.
was doing very bad. I think the only game
Southgate would
Southgate
win
lost
again.
in the last 5 6 games was against Greece, I think. And Greece, they are not a bad team, so to say. They play good football as well. You can see what they did to Scotland. Conceded 1-0
Oh
in the
boy.
first leg, came back, beat them 3-0 in the second leg. They play good football. And even the first leg that they lost 1-0, they played very well. It was just, it is what it is. It happens in football sometimes. But then, Tuchel is a very good manager. I'm not taking anything away from him out because most times when you when you say some things, it sounds as if you don't want to give the glory to the man. No, he's a good manager. Nobody's has anything against him. But you've got a job. You have a job to do in England. And that job you have come to do in England, you have to do them against the big boys. You're not going to meet Macedonia in the World Cup. No, you're going to meet the likes of Dutch, Portugal, Spain, Denmark, even
Respect to
see Norway.
Macedonia, man. We have to say respect to Macedonia.
Actually, Tunde, this thing that you said is part of the reason why the best thing I would say Southgate did for the England national team is the togetherness that he brought to that camp. You don't have the faction or the traditional big four, which even the supposed golden generation of Rooney, Ferdinand, and all the likes, Lampard, Gerrard, they finally confess it at different times. Now everybody has a podcast, truth is coming out to different places. They've all mentioned this, that is like that, segregating on the Arsenal players will stay on one table, the Amani players will stay on one side. So in the England camp, you have four camps, but now there's more togetherness. So that's the one thing I think Southgate did. As for the job he did, I I don't um, I don't think he did an extraordinary job. He just did a decent job. That's the best I would say because similar to this, he kept meeting this kind of opposition. When he meets them, he beats them. Look at the Euros. He didn't even play. It was not even beautiful to watch. He had the easiest route to the final and even was still threatened on the way to the final with that score. But just that with what he had at his disposal. So I don't not to knock him, but I'm not I'm not impressed. That's me. That's Michel. I'm not impressed by what Southgate did. Too defensive, not even pragmatic. Some people would like to say it's pragmatic. It was not pragmatic. It was
Let me
defensive.
let me let me say something controversial.
Of course, you want to say
Uh,
something controversial. If you don't say something controversial, you're not on this spot. It is
so
you.
and I want you guys to correct me if I'm wrong. The fact that we look at the team and we say, oh, with this lack of or with this quality in the team, yes, there are some quality players in the team, and there are some very average players in the team that only the media are making them look like they are extraordinary in the team. So let us not
Okay.
get it wrong. We can't compare this team with what the likes of Scholes and the likes we're talking about. Is totally different. We are looking at the midfield where there's Scholes, there's Lampard, there's the Rooney's
Yeah.
from the same field, there's Gerrard, and when you look around, you can see quality almost everywhere. And now you're talking of players that are forced to be quality, players that they've only probably like if Skelly is not careful, if they don't allow the ball grow well, they'll probably push him wait and put too much
Harry,
responsibility on his. He's a
I
young
knew,
guy.
I
Harry,
knew,
Let
I
him
knew, I
enjoy.
knew, I
Harry,
knew it was
Let him
getting there.
enjoy. No, and don't get
I
me
knew
wrong.
it
Harry,
was
Harry, calm
getting
down.
there. As if Donnarumma
Harry,
did
calm
not
down.
start for it when he was 17. Like,
No, when Donnarumma started for Italy, we said the same thing. We said take it easy with this boy. See, the thing is, you guys always see it as if we are coming. I have not said Skelly is not good. I've only
okay,
said
but did Donnarumma not
don't
win
let
the
the
Euro?
pressure of you are the next.
Donnarumma won.
Oh, you are the
Donnarumma
next.
won the Euro single-handedly. I disagree, sir. Thank you,
Uh,
sir.
Well,
Come on.
I've,
okay,
I've,
let us.
I've said
Why
my
why
We are
why
going to
did you have
talk
to
today.
pick Skelly? Like of all
Hold
players,
on,
like
hold on, hold
what
on.
is Skelly
Okay,
doing?
okay, Harry,
he's
calm down.
not the youngest.
We're not going to do that today. Sunday, you have to try to be peaceful. You have to try to be peaceful. We know that there are players that are England high, but then when you look at the squad he took to Euros, Southgate, it is difficult to actually pick three players out of his starting level that say that is high. Like there are players that are performing well for their teams week in, week out over the course of the season.
Maguire was on that team. Should he have gone with the team?
Yes, he should
Yes.
have.
With his performance
Yes,
Now,
at that time. With his
yes,
performance
hold
at
on,
that time, he should have
hold
gone.
on,
yes,
hold on. That being
yes.
said, Maguire did not go. Maguire did not go. He was injured. That's why he did not go. He would have gone, but he did not go because he was injured. He opted out. And that being said, that being said, that being said, Maguire has been picked even when he was not playing for Man U. But whenever Maguire goes to play for England, he has actually done a
He
decent
does
job.
well, yeah,
Then
yeah.
again, then again, then again, England right now with all the quality that they're supposed to have, that is the one department that they are questionable. No, we're not even talking about the defense. I'm saying that the guy set up defensively. I'm talking about his attack. Southgate. You watch England, it is you look at Bellingham that was supposed to be for a nominee for Ballon d'Or.
Wait,
You look at
let me
Foden,
let me
player of the
can I
season.
chime in?
You look
Can I
at
chime in?
Saka. You look at
I, I,
oh, but
I
then
disagree.
the
I
attack.
Can
think
I
that
can I chime in?
I think that Southgate played careful football because he
That
has
is what
to,
I'm
Exactly.
saying. That's what
and
There's
it
that
nothing
is.
doesn't.
It
wrong.
was
So
just
so
There's
so it
nothing
questionable.
wrong
doesn't it
with
doesn't
playing.
it doesn't discount like somebody that went to what 4 semifinals in first. Are we
Exactly,
okay?
man. We need
Four
to give that
semifinals
guy's
in four
flowers,
in
man.
four
Southgate
tournaments.
is
And
one of the
they've
best
knighted
manager
him.
England has ever had.
Do you
They've
know how
What are you
knighted
many? Do you know
him.
saying?
how many?
They've
Do you
given
know how
him the
many? Do
flowers. Me,
you know how many managers
I'm
got
giving him
sacked?
the one. I think. Listen, I'm giving him the one he think he deserves. There is a way to lose when you have the quality. There's a way to. Okay, let me give it. Let me pass your minds back to the Champions League final between Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid. The moment Atletico Madrid conceded the 9-minute goal from Sergio Ramos' header in regulation time, everybody, every decent person that knew football knew that we were going to lose. Why? Because we knew that Atletico Madrid did not have the strength in the depth. They didn't have fresh legs they could bring on that was going to kill them at the same time. Whereas Madrid still had people on the bench to bring in. Not to talk about the Ronaldo and the rest that were on the pitch that are already arguably better than the Atletico Madrid players individually. So Southgate has all these things, and yet it's defensive, defensive, defensive. Slovenia. Like look at the opponents they played on the road to the finals. Anyway, let's not. I'm going
Are
to.
we still talking about the same Southgate that won games based
Yes.
on changes to tactics and to personnel?
Okay.
Okay.
So
Sorry.
So
do you think Slovenia is an
Four
easy
four
team
four
to
semifinals in four tournaments. That's how I say.
because
yeah, and two
because
finals.
Denmark
And two
because
finals.
the same Slovenia, the same Denmark that you might want to talk down on. I don't know. Portugal with the star-studded Vitinha, Ronaldo, Leao,
We,
Bernardo
Are we
Silva,
are we
this
still
everything.
calling
They are
Ronaldo
unable
star
to.
studded? I mean, it's my G, but still, come on.
I don't understand.
Sorry,
you know that
sorry.
if
If
Ronaldo is in
Ronaldo is not
Chelsea, Chelsea will be doing better, right?
No.
Okay, fair enough. Anyways, so now since we are all here, we have agreed to